Good evening, marathon fans, and welcome to our full coverage of the 2025 TCS New York City Marathon, a race that delivered unforgettable drama, record-breaking performances, and moments that will be talked about for years to come. On Sunday, November 2nd, over 50,000 runners hit the streets of New York City, streaming across the 5 boroughs from Staten Island to Central Park. But the story that captured the world's attention happened at the very front of the field, where elite runners battle for glory in a race decided by the smallest of margins. The men's elite race offered a spectacle that few could have anticipated, a finish so close it was almost impossible to believe. Kenya's Benson Kipruto edged out fellow Kenyan Alexander Mutiso by just 0.16 seconds, both officially recording a time of 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 9 seconds. A photo finish in a marathon of this magnitude is almost unheard of. To understand the significance of this result, we have to look at how the race unfolded. For much of the morning, the pace was measured, the field tightly packed. At the halfway point, the leading pack of 21 runners was within 3 seconds of one another, showcasing the depth of competition and the tactical nature of elite marathon running today. It was clear that this race would not be decided by early breakaways. The decisive moment came in the final 2 miles, where the lead group was whittled down to Kipruto, Mutiso, Albert Career, and Britain's Patrick Dever. In the final mile, the 2 Kenyans engaged in a thrilling duel, each pushing the limits of speed and endurance, and in the final sprint, Kipruto managed to cross the finish line just ahead, securing a historic victory. For American fans, there was reason to cheer as well. Joel Reichow finished 6th with a time of 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 56 seconds. Charles Hicks 7th at 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 59 seconds, and Joe Klecker, making his marathon debut, finished 10th in 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 37 seconds. These strong performances signal a promising future for U.S. distance running, highlighting the potential for Americans to challenge the top-tier competition in upcoming major marathons. The women's elite race was equally compelling, producing a performance that will redefine expectations in New York City. Kenyan star Helen Obiri crossed the line with a time of 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 51 seconds, setting a new course record and surpassing a mark that had stood for 22 years. Even more remarkable, the second and third place finishers, Sharon Lokedi and Sheila Chepkirui, completed the race in 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 7 seconds, and 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 24 seconds, respectively, both surpassing the previous record. This demonstrated not just a single athlete's dominance, but the remarkable depth of the women's field and the incredible level of competition present in today's marathons. American runner Fiona O'Keefe finished 4th in 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 49 seconds, a strong showing that underscores the rising potential of U.S. women in elite distance running. Obiri's victory was a masterclass in strategy and pacing, staying with the leading pack, conserving energy, and unleashing a decisive surge in the final mile. The result signifies a new era for women's marathon running in New York City, proving that record-breaking performances are possible even on courses with challenging terrain and elevation changes. Beyond the elite foot races, the marathon showcased the incredible achievements of wheelchair athletes. Marcel Hug claimed the men's wheelchair title in 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 16 seconds, reinforcing his reputation as one of the most dominant athletes in the sport. On the women's side, American Susanna Scaroni captured the crown in 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 10 seconds, illustrating the continued strength of U.S. athletes in these divisions. These competitions highlight the inclusivity of the marathon and the diversity of athletes who define the event. The NYC Marathon is not only a platform for elite runners, but also a global celebration of endurance, determination, and athletic excellence across multiple categories. The course itself is iconic, weaving through all 5 boroughs of New York City. Starting in Staten Island, crossing the Verazon Narrows Bridge into Brooklyn, winding through Queens and the Bronx, and finishing in the heart of Manhattan Central Park. It offers a unique combination of urban scenery, community energy, and varying elevations. This year, the course presented no major impediments to fast times, and the performances we witnessed suggest that conditions were favorable for athletes pushing themselves to the absolute limit. The marathon also serves as a final race of the World Marathon Majors calendar, attracting runners who aim to finish the year on a high note, whether by achieving personal bests, setting course records, or cementing their legacies. One of the most captivating storylines of this year's race was the presence of marathon legend eliud Kipchoge, the Olympic champion, world record holder, and man who famously broke the 2-hour marathon barrier, made his New York City marathon debut at age 40. He finished 17th with a time of 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 36 seconds, completing his 6-star achievement by running all 6 major marathons: Tokyo, Boston, London, Berlin, Chicago, and New York. While it is not officially confirmed that this marks his retirement from elite marathon racing, many view it as a significant closing chapter in a career that has already defined a modern era of distance running. His participation added a layer of historical significance to the event and offered fans a chance to witness a legend navigating one of the most challenging and celebrated marathon courses in the world. For the United States, this marathon is a reminder of the growing competitiveness of American distance running. While Kenyans continue to dominate the podiums, American athletes are closing the gap. The results from Reichel, Hicks, Klecker, and O'Keefe show that U.S. runners are capable of finishing among the elite, signaling potential breakthroughs in the coming years. What this race illustrates is that winning in New York City requires more than physical endurance. It demands intelligent pacing, strategic positioning, and a powerful finishing kick. The lessons learned from this event are valuable for athletes, coaches, and fans alike, highlighting the evolving tactics of elite marathon running in a global context. The marathon also emphasizes the broader human stories and community impact that make this event more than just an athletic competition. Thousands of amateur runners participate each year, training for months to achieve personal goals, raising money for charitable causes, and inspiring local communities. In 2025, a network of charter school runners from Success Academy participated, raising significant funds while inspiring fellow students and spectators along the route. Crowds lined the streets in every borough, offering encouragement, cheering, and creating an atmosphere that transforms a marathon into a citywide celebration. From spectators to volunteers, from charity teams to elite athletes, the New York City Marathon encapsulates the power of sport to unite and energize community on a scale few other events can achieve. As we look to the future, there are several trends emerging from this race that are worth noting. Marathon strategy is evolving, with tactical pack running and well-timed finishing surges becoming more critical than ever. Record-breaking performances are increasingly possible even on challenging courses, indicating that innovation in training, nutrition, and technology is having a tangible impact on outcomes. American athletes are showing potential to contend with global competition, and as their training and strategic acumen continue to improve, it is reasonable to expect that U.S. runners will increasingly challenge for podium finishes in major marathons. Additionally, the visibility and excitement generated by dramatic finishes and record-breaking achievements enhance media coverage and sponsor interest, creating opportunities for the sport to grow and for elite runners to gain recognition and support. The 2025 New York City Marathon provided a combination of athletic excellence, human drama, and community celebration that is rare in any sporting event. From the razor-thin photo finish in the men's race to the record-setting triumph of Helen Obiri in the women's race, from the inspiring performances of wheelchair athletes to thousands of dedicated amateur participants, this marathon captured the imagination of fans worldwide. It demonstrated that marathons are no longer simply about endurance. They are about strategy, speed, mental toughness, and the ability to execute under pressure in an environment filled with spectators, history, and expectation. For fans watching in the United States, this race delivered everything one could hope for: thrilling competition, inspiring performances, and a reminder that the landscape of marathon running is dynamic, competitive, and deeply human. The performances of Kipruto, Obiri, and other elite athletes will be studied and celebrated, while the achievement of American runners provide hope and motivation for the next generation of distance runners. The lessons of this marathon are clear. Success requires preparation, intelligence, mental strength, and the ability to deliver when it matters most. In conclusion, the 2025 TCS New York City Marathon will be remembered for its historic finishes, record-breaking performances, and the stories of human perseverance that define the event. It was a celebration of athleticism, community, and the enduring appeal of marathon running. For U.S. fans, athletes, and aspiring runners, the takeaway is clear. The path to the podium is challenging, the competition is fierce, but the rewards, both personal and collective, are extraordinary. The marathon continues to inspire, captivate, and elevate the sport, setting the stage for future races where new legends will be made and new records will fall. Thank you for joining us for this in-depth coverage of the 2025 New York City Marathon. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment sharing who impressed you most during this historic race. And we'll see you at the next start line, ready for another year of unforgettable marathon moments.